Well, good morning. It's good morning in Scotland. It's 25 to 12. I don't know when this is going to get uploaded. Maybe halfway during the afternoon. I don't know. This is my fourth video in a week. I did 3 while I was working, doing 8 hours a day, and this is my day off. So this actually, goes against the absolute very poor statement that Evan said that if he has to, that he was on the precipice of actually having to do a job he didn't want to do, that unfortunately he'd only be able to upload at least only 3 or 4 videos a month. I've done 4 in 7 days and I work full time. So basically, Evans, you're talking a complete lot of shite. If I can do it, you can do it, and then you can go out and get a job and you might go up in everybody's estimation and nobody pay you money for doing it. In fact, funny enough, something came up on my YouTube channel this morning called about, oh, you now are you now are, you can now go into something called memberships. Basically, you can follow your, you can actually offer memberships to people, and Lloyd actually did mention it on his video. He's got a lot of memberships. Basically, you do special custom default perks, announce your membership, post to welcome new members. Guess what? I'm not doing any of that because it's just, I don't want to do that, but if you want to make money out of people, this is what you do, and this is what he has done. So yeah, I got that, and I'm ignoring that one completely. So because I do something called work. So anyway, what can I say is that, as you're probably aware, and if you're not, I'm going to put a link in the description so you can make yourself fully aware, that a alleged email conversation, I think it's email conversation between Lloyd and Mrs. Lloyd, got released, I think the very day that I did my Lloyd Evans Cult Leader, the Truth Campaign starts now. I think it was the same day. And I started to read it the day I was going to do the video, but I just thought, oh, I need to go back to this. So I didn't mention it. Why? Because it's so bloody long. It's outrageously long. It goes on and on and on and on and on, even more than I do. It is like a novel. It's like a novel. And I've gone back to it maybe a couple of times, and I've given up now because there's so many aspects of it I found really disturbing. Coercive control, bullying, manipulation, narcissistic traits, controlling narrative, whatever. Literally, if you gave that letter to somebody, or that email communication to somebody, not knowing the backstory, and says, what do you think about the two people talking to each other? I can't imagine having that conversation back via email with my wife, or many other people having that conversation with each other. It's really disturbing. And when it was put onto Twitter, a lot of people read that, took the time to read it, and it triggered them because it reminded them in control relationships that they used to be in. Obviously, it's clearly come from Lloyd's wife, probably in December 2021 or early 2022 when she started to leak stuff. And somebody obviously got hold of this. Apparently Kim Sylvia had already seen this and doesn't want to read it again. And she said it is absolutely 100% genuine. And she said she hasn't released it, but somebody else has. And I think somebody has kept it in reserve, for the appropriate time to release it. And those 2 videos, the Things Are Bad video to the Things Are Bad video. Oh, thank you, dear viewers, for pulling me back from the precipice of doing a full-time job I didn't really want to do. And I think it's enraged so many of us that this person thought this is the time and the place to put it out there. And it has had that effect. Literally, it's just went Twitter crazy, this content. It's all over the threads relating to Lloyd Evans. In fact, it did get posted on Reddit, and then I think Lloyd may have some pals in Reddit who are moderators or what have you, because all of a sudden that, a bit like Kim's initial video or letter that she did, that disappeared, her posting disappeared, and this one's disappeared as well with the comments in there, but the original thing's gone. It's I think there is in Reddit somebody who's one of the Manson girls, one of Lloyd's Manson girls. So that's why I don't bother with Reddit. and the nine long years, it's been a long 9 years, Lloyd Evans, that clearly isn't moderated by a mountain girl. Although you sometimes get mountain girls come on it. Some people on there, even on the who don't like Lloyd Evans, are saying, "How do we know this is genuine?" Well, it's simple. Despite even what without Kim saying, "I know this is factual," despite the person putting on the bottom of this, "If this is not factual, Lloyd Evans, please contact me and I'll remove it." The silence from the Lloyd Evans camp shows it is accurate. Otherwise, by now we would have had, by this time, him coming on saying, "As you're aware, viewers, there's this communication allegedly between myself and my wife out there in the World Wide Web, social media, and it is a fabrication." He hasn't said that. And when you read this this long-winded mini novel, War and Peace email, all you hear when you read the words is Lloyd Evans. It's got Lloyd Evans stamped all over it. You can just imagine his voice, his gestures, and his facial mannerisms doing this video, reading this out. Just do it. As you read it, go, it is Lloyd Evans. So I don't need Kim to say it. I don't need silence from Lloyd Evans himself. I don't need the person who put it up to say, you know, it is legit. It clearly is absolutely legit. And if it isn't, either the organ grinder or the monkey can come onto my channel and say, actually it isn't, can you please remove the link? And I'll do that. But somehow I don't think that's going to happen. Silence is golden, or it's very telling. No, the silence is deafening. That's a better one. So I think it's legit. So for those who want to ruin their evening, you go ahead and read it. If you're easily triggered, and if you've been in a relationship like this, I'd give it a wide berth, because it's a bit upsetting and very disturbing in many places. The few bits I did say, I don't, there's bits about Lloyd putting a condom on little Lloyd, putting a condom on little Lloyd, might have bought them in an extremely small size, and then things about blowjobs, STDs, and it appears to my mind that clearly, although he struggled to think in his live stream video of how long he'd been seeing prostitutes, it says, about 3 or 4. I think the very first time you're ever going to visit a prostitute, the very time you've buckled up the courage to ask somebody, to pay you to suck your knob, I think at that time you'd remember it. You remember your third occasion, so 3 or 4 years. It looks like, looking at reading this, probably things have been going on way longer than that. But that's just my interpretation, and I may be completely wrong. But anyway, read it and see for yourself. So that's that. I'm not going to speak any more about that, to be honest with you. As for me suggesting that there should be more videos out there dealing with the truth campaign of the real Lloyd Evans. Wally says on my last video, I think it was, that yes, he doesn't want to do it, but he feels he has to do it, and I think he put on Joel's live stream last night that he has got something in the pipeline. I know Kim Silvio is apparently doing something this evening, Thursday evening. If it is a live stream, can you give us a heads up? Because I miss Joel's live stream because it just never came up. Joel live now, Fast Apostate Army. The same with Kim's. I just, for some reason, it misses out. So if Kim, if Kim, if you're doing one tonight, if it is a live stream, can you give us a head up on here so that other people who may watch this video, can see the comments from you and say, right, it's going out at whatever time in the different parts of the world, so we can all watch it. If it is a live stream, if it's not, I'll watch it whenever it's up. Somebody in the last video put, again, if you've not done a video before, I've said we need to swamp social media with more footprints of what we really think about the negative effect that Lloyd Evans is having to the ex-JW community. If you've not done a video before, you don't have to do one where it's your face or your real name, just like a KM Marie did one. I don't know what her real name is, and I don't know what she really looks like, but obviously it's a female, has done it, and there you go, 1.4 thousand views on that one. So yeah, if you've never done one before, don't be shy, just do it. Even Joel's live stream last night actually just had a video of his steering wheel. His face didn't even appear in the video at all. Somebody had put on my last video, what's the point on this Lloyd Evans Truth campaign if anybody just puts in hashtag Lloydgate or searches Lloydgate, all the videos come up? Absolutely true. However, if you're a new convert, a new disciple to the Lloyd Davidians, it's going to end up that you're not going to automatically, you know, search Lloydgate. Why would the gate appear to the surname Lloyd for your new Lloyd and Saviour? It wouldn't do that. It doesn't work. That's why we need to get more connections to the things that have happened or are still happening under his name, and maybe the Truth campaign, because obviously his disciples will be we might be putting in searching Lloyd Evans campaign because of because they've heard him mention the defamation campaign. And I'm going to do a video Lloyd Evans Truth campaign versus defamation campaign, so hopefully that will come up in the search engine in YouTube or on Google. But we need more stuff like this, so unfortunately yeah, it's not going to work just putting up Lloydgate, because who in the right mind, if you're a new convert, is going to look under Lloydgate? Nobody. I think that's all I wanted to say. Is that it? Yeah, I think that might be it. I think I've ticked all the bases I wanted to tick here. Yeah, that's it. So I will leave that with you. If you can read this email if you like. This email communication, I'm not going to, and I don't want anyone to look back at it again, to be honest with you. And if you want to do a video in response to your views on this, please do one. Please do one, and don't forget to put in a hashtag Lloyd Evans Truth Campaign so that we can get more people to find him who are potential new converts. To the cult of Evans, who may stop sending him money so that he can spend it on a lifestyle that that we would like to have, apart from the prostitution bit obviously, but we all have to work for a living. That guy clearly has no self-respect and is a absolute he is a master in manipulation. Anyway, I am going now to do something else. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye. Joy Division. In fact, I'm going to see Peter Hook, the bass player of Joy Division, playing tomorrow night in Carlisle. So yeah, it's been a wee while since I've seen him, so I'm going to quite enjoy it. And new order tickets are going on sale 9:30 tomorrow for those of you who'd like to see New Order in Britain. They're actually playing Scotland for the first time in years, so I'm hoping to get a couple of tickets. Anyway, bye bye. Bum 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 bum. No.